So it is the fourth time I'm making this video. Earlier I made twice this video, but I said something which I think that should not be spoken in front of a video. I mean in a video. That's why this is the fourth time I'm making this video. So this video will be kind of a different thing, like from my perspective, way what I see in that way. Actually, there has been some issues that which have been going on forever for like a year, and the thing is that the restaurants, the big hotels, uh, the places where you can buy the food, cooked food, they uses I'm talking about the non-veg dishes. The meat what they use is they buy the meat of a dead animal, not the fresh meat. So the animal which are dead by sickness or some sort of reason, they buy those sort of meat and cook them and produce and show, present the dishes in front of the customer. And I'm not talking about the small restaurants or small hotels, those sort of thing. I'm talking about the big restaurants that are which are much more sophisticated, much more popular in Calcutta. And I'm talking about Calcutta. I do not know. Is this the same story about other states also? And I'm talking about Calcutta. The hotels, the most popular hotels, the most popular restaurants in Calcutta, uses those sort of meat. So before this widespread of this news of the news, uh, there were some WhatsApp videos all over the spreading, which has been spreaded to all over the Calcuttans. I mean the Kolkata people, but they were not, people were not alerted by those sort of videos. And even I have talked with some people also, like, why are you eating those sort of dishes, or why are you having those sort of dishes. um, Even I have talked with my friends also about this thing. They say that the small restaurants do those sort of things. The big restaurants cannot do those sort of things. If you buy a dish from a big restaurant, or like a popular restaurant in Calcutta, they will not do it. And I asked them in return, like, how do you know that this is a business? They said that the big restaurants don't do that. Just they gave me that reason. So I told them that, see, business is a business. It does not matter if it is a small business, if it is a big business. The big business makes much more profit with buying the stuffs which the small restaurants buy. So I'm like that. I may be confusing. So the big restaurant will make much more profit. So I gave them that explanation. That it doesn't matter that if it is a big restaurant, or if it is a small restaurant, you should be careful that you are eating the dead animal. Dead animal is not a good thing to eat. It may have died of sickness. Dead animal means that it must have died of sickness, or must have happened to that animal. That's why it's dead. And you should not go for the restaurants and all, at least for this time. There, so I may be wrong. So I have this newspaper. It's mirrored because I'm using the mobile camera. It got mirrored. Even I'm reading the headline: meat sourced from dump yard where vultures dog fight over carcasses. This is the headline. And we have the street dogs in India, like, sales at cold meat stores plumped at customers soon processed products. This is another sort of news, but the first one was the main thing, that meat sourced from dump yard where vultures dog fight over carcasses. So if you just Google it down, like a fake, no, not fake, like a meat scam in Calcutta or Kolkata, you will get all the details. Like, they uses the dead animal body. They've been mix it up with some sort of chemicals, so that dead animal tastes good. When it doesn't produce that the dead smell odor from the meat. So the mixes of lots of chemicals and stuff. Even there are some community in Calcutta which does that. And the big restaurants, and all the restaurants, all the hotels buy the meats from those sort of society, those sort of community. So earlier I have told this to some people. They denied that, like, I'm thinking too much, those sort of thing. Taking this matter into a big thing, uh, thinking too much. But that I saw that this is a bad thing, so that's why I told them, you should be careful. It doesn't matter if it tastes good or if it is a big restaurant. Business is a business. It will have a black side. It will they will That's why it is called a black side. They will not show it in a good way. So that's the point of my video. And even this has been brought down by, like, lots of newspapers and news channels, medias, and all sorts of sources. And there is another thing, that there is a popular dish in India which is named as biryani. Biryani is a popular dish in India. This is a product, like, not a product. This is actually cooked by the Muslims and all. It is a most popular dish in India. So biryani has lots of categories, like aloo biryani, which means potato biryani, chicken biryani, and the mutton biryani. No, mutton biryani and beef biryani. Beef biryani is now banned because beef is banned in India. And so the chicken and the mutton. Chicken, so that we don't know what kind of chicken they uses. It may be a dead chicken, as it is written, and the videos, all the videos were spreaded. And so it can be a dead chicken, it can be a bird of it, it can be the meat of a different sort of bird. And they are telling us, like, it's a chicken biryani. And for the mutton thing, you may have known that India has lots of street dogs. They uses those dogs meat. They don't use the mutton, real mutton. It will be a shocking thing, but this is the truth. They uses the dog's meat from the streets of India. So see that mutton costs a lot. Not a lot. Mutton costs. It's much more costlier than the other sources of meat. So they catch the dog from the street. It's so easy. Kill them. I know it sound bad, but this is how they do, and uses the meat of that animal. So this thing has been going on for, like, for lots of years, maybe like a 10 year. So earlier this has not been taken into an issue, and suddenly everyone knew this, and someone ignored it. And even I have told to some people, but they denied me, and they told me that I'm wrong, those sort of thing. So that is not the thing. Like, now it's been taken into a serious thing. The food inspector got involved, the ministers got involved. And so hopefully it will clean up. So another thing is that if you are going to get the dishes right now in Calcutta, I would suggest not to go for those sort of dishes, especially the non-veg dishes, because these things has been going on for, like, still been going on. Now it's not advisable to go for the non-veg dishes. It doesn't matter if it is a five-star restaurant or it's a what star or it's an international restaurant. They are saying that all the popular restaurants are using this. And so right now, at this moment, it will be a good thing just to avoid all the non-veg materials, foods over here. So see, this is not the thing, like, this is because this thing is present because of India. I don't think this is the thing. Maybe there are some sort of things like irresponsibility. I don't want to get deep into these sort of things, but Maybe the scammers, they have learned from someone else outside of India. Even though there are some countries who are much, who does lots of more scams than compared to India. Maybe they have learned from those sort of guys. So scammers, scammers are available. I mean, not available. Scammers are present in every countries. You just have to be, uh, alert. You just have to be alert about those sort of things. I may say that irresponsibility over here. There are things which are present because of irresponsibility, and I don't want to get deep into those sort of things. But the thing is that if you are going to buy the non-veg products right now, it's better not to go for these non-veg products at this time. Let these sort of things pass away. Let it clean up. Then you may go for the dishes and those sort of things after that. Even I have noticed in the newspaper, I mean in the newspaper, that they have said that big restaurants, big hotels, and they have, they have given some of the those like locations, or not the location, that area of the restaurants. But they haven't given the address or the name of the restaurant. So it is kind of a hint, like those restaurants has given money, or even there is something going on in the under the table and all those sort of things. Maybe, I don't know. So it's just my guess, nothing else. So this is the thing. This video is kind of a different, but the I just told you what I have read in the newspaper and what I have seen in the media, from that perspective and from my perspective. So this is the thing.